Morning, suckers. I actually forgot about you. I was out riding, doing my own thing, and I remembered, oh yeah, I need to record a Finally Friday while I'm out here. It's Sunday morning. Me and my brother are riding properly. Last week we rode to Colorado, and I was like, you know, we need to like actually have a ride when we get home, or we're not just sitting on the highway. So we've been riding for a little over half an hour. I was enjoying it to myself. Kind of wish I was making a video for you because there's like a lot of curvy roads and stuff, and now we're just exploring out further west. I got nothing on my mind, which is exactly what I want. I want to cruise and be blank, but I need to take some time to talk to you guys. So I had nothing in particular to talk about, but I do remember thinking earlier this week, my philosophy, whatever the right word is for not showing my face. I know I mentioned it Finally Friday, I think this year, that I'm done showing my face, but I wanted to explain that a little bit more. So I'm not like making videos with my face in them. The philosophy, whatever it is, I'm not broadcasting my face. I'm not hiding my face. I'm just not broadcasting it. So I'm not posting pictures or posting videos of my face in them. But like if one of you guys came up want to get a picture of me, yeah, no problem. It's your picture. Like do whatever you want to do with it. I don't care. It's not like I'm gonna refuse, or if I was in someone's video and they wanted just I don't know what video it'd be, but like, hey Walter, like whatever, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm Walter, blah blah blah. But the moral of the story is I'm not hiding it. I'm just not broadcasting it. Like that's the kind of person I am. I'm really introverted and relatively private. Anyway, I don't think anyone's noticed or cared that I haven't been making videos of my face for a long time, but I'm just kind of explaining that better. Hopefully I explained that well. We took off right before, I think before the sun came up, and it's been cloudy like this. We got sprinkled on a little bit. It's kind of chilly. It's not cold, it's just chilly, and it's cool. But like I'm finally wearing my fall gear, so I got my favorite jacket ever, hashtag not sponsored, but it's like my hooded leather jacket. And then I got some of my favorite gloves, because they're good and they actually fit. My gloves I wear this summer are too small, but I make them fit. I don't want to buy other ones when I can make them work. It's that kind of thing, but there are exceptions to that. The jacket he's wearing I gave to him. I used to use that one. That was my summer jacket, and I went down in that and I scratched it. I scratched the shoulder puck and the leather on the left arm, I think, and I was like, you know what, I shouldn't wear this because it's damaged, but I don't want to throw it away either. And I know he doesn't have any like proper gear here. Do you want this? You should. I mean, it's better than what you wear, which is like a what is it, like a windbreaker jacket. Like, just, you know, if you don't want it, you can throw it away, but otherwise use it. And he likes it and he uses it, so that's, I don't know. The moral of the story is usually if I can use it, I use it, but that was an exception. It was like, here, you have that. He also has gloves I gave him. It's the only gloves he uses. It's gloves I gave him freaking years ago because I bought them and I was like, I haven't liked these very much, so you can have them because they don't have my color. I don't remember. Anyway, the moral of the story is I already told you the moral.
You know where we're at now, I'm sure.
Kind of.
Well,
oh, well, that goes home, right?
Yeah. I was going to turn around and go back a different route out to 159th. Yeah, 159th. Okay,
when you get to 159, then what are you going to do?
I'm going to go out to 169. Oh, I'll show you where I go to where I work at.
Okay.
We're going to go right by there.
There we go. Now it's clearing up. It's been cloudy and bad, but now it's like, oh, a little bit of niceness coming out. I don't know. I like riding when it's cloudy, as long as it's not too cold. It's like a blanket. It's been like a cozy ride this morning. To this day, I still remember the best ride I was ever on. I think that's because this road reminds me of it. It was, I believe it was October 25th, 2015. I mean, I don't remember the day necessarily, but I remember what the day was like. I was out of my Zixer. I have a video on YouTube that was from the day. It wasn't about the day though, but it was a fall day and it was foggy in the morning, and I found a group of strangers on motorcycles at McDonald's. I went to breakfast and I followed them, and they went on this ride that went like 2 or 3 hours into some foreign area in Missouri out in the country. I know there was country out there. It was beautiful. There's falling leaves. There were like tree tunnels, and the weather was just perfect, and I was young. It's gonna wheelie again. Yeah. Now, when I was younger, I on a motorcycle, I'd be like trying to get up right next to him, get the footage like this. I'm different now. I've gotten older. I'm not old yet. I'm still working on it. But now I care more about like order and not safety necessarily, but like courteousness. You got to give people their distance so they have room to mess up. It's not likely, but I mentioned last week I have probably one more month left if I want to do another trip. If I did another trip on a motorcycle, I could go to Colorado again, and then I realized, or I could ride south. South is going to be warmer, so that, and then depending on where I'm going, go to, I think, the middle part of Texas, which would be 8 hours, so that'd be like a good ride. It'd be like the length of Colorado roughly. Or I could do a hard freaking day and go all the way to Georgia, and that's like 12 hours. But I don't know, October, I don't know, man. That sucks. Wow, that's a lot of soccer. Holy crap. I've seen a lot of soccer in one place, but that's the most I've ever seen. Let's go do another wheelie. I'm gonna get over so you can see. Kind of. This is where he works. Fire trucks. That is what's up. I like that tour. He just goes. There it is. The end. Alright, stop and figure out where we're going next. Why do you still have these mirrors? I thought you were going to switch back to your...
Because I've been just busy and haven't...
Okay.
I mean, I need to adjust the chain tension and everything. Probably do another oil change. I just have been putting it off. So.
Okay.
I rode it a couple times to work, so that's why I just stopped by the car wash on my way home and washed it. That's all I've done to it.
Yeah. Santa Fe, so it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll go on that with you.
And I'll end it back at your place.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Not scratching an itch, assuming you have the ability to actually scratch it, which I don't, physically can't get to it. It is an act of willpower, and at some point, your itch will completely disapparate, it'll just disappear, and you're like, wow, apparently I didn't have to scratch it, it just goes away on its own, but gosh darn it, it's just so bad, and you go, but if you can just choose to not scratch it, like try it. It's a fun mental exercise. Find out what you're capable of. Okay, I realize this video is probably short. I want to get back to listening to my tunes and just coasting under this warm blanket. But thank you guys for watching and hanging out for a little bit and joining me in one of my rides. Kind of. I'm sharing this one with my brother, but you know, the moral story is that I'm out here doing my own thing. All right, see you guys. Bye.